Hello children, good morning to all of you. Today we are going to revise your sets chapter. Set means a special group. A special group which has a certain property or certain rule or a certain pattern. See this one. Suppose that you write this number. So these are the even numbers less than 10. So there is a special property of this group. So this is a set. But if you say that group of taller boys in my class, so this group will not be a set because there is no special measurement for tall. There is no special measurement. When will you say somebody is taller and when will you say somebody is not tall? Okay, so this is not a set while first one is a set. This example is a set and this is not a set. So then after you have to do practice for naming of the sets. See this one. If you can count the elements, then that set is called finite set. If the elements are not countable, that is called infinite set. If a set has only one element, that is called singleton set. And if a set has no element, that will be called null set, empty set or void set. Okay, if numbers are countable, if elements can be counted, then that will be finite set. If elements are uncountable, then that set will be called infinite set. If set has only one element, that will be singleton set. If set has no element, one more symbol is there, phi. Phi and empty bracket, both are the symbol for null set. Okay, see this one. If in the curly bracket phi is written, then that will be the example of singleton set, because in the curly bracket there is phi. So a set having one element which is called phi will be called singleton set. If you write only phi without curly bracket, that will be the symbol for empty set. Okay. Now suppose set A has 1, 2, 3 and set B has 1, 2, 2, 3 and 3. If the elements are same, say this one, the B set has 2 repeated 2 times, 3 repeated 3 times. So this is the real set B, because when you write a set, no element should be repeated. So if two sets are having the same elements, then both the sets are called equal sets. Okay, what are called? Equal sets. And if two sets have same number of elements, see, here elements are different, but number of elements are same. That means cardinal number. Here cardinal number is 3. Here cardinal number is also 3. In this case, set A will be equivalent to set B. What is this symbol? Equivalent. Okay, set A is equivalent to set B if the number of elements in the given sets are equal. Okay, two sets will be called disjoint. See this one. In this case, A and B are disjoint sets, and if the sets has at least one element common, see this one, here 3 is common in both, then A and B are overlapping sets. Okay, these are the starting points in the sets chapter. Now after this you have to do practice for conversion of one set type of set into another type of sets. Means we know that there are three methods of writing a set. One is the roster method, second is the descriptive method, and third one is the set builder method or set builder form. Roster method means number of elements are written. See this one. Descriptive method means only property is written. Numbers, see this one. See this one. Positive even numbers less than 10. Positive even numbers less than 10 will be 2, 4, 6, 8. So here only property is written. And set builder form means we take one variable and then we write the property. See this one. There are three methods of writing. If we are writing the elements separately, that is the roster method. If we write only property, that is the descriptive method. If we make the rule for that, we are taking one variable, then we put the symbol of such that, and then we write the property of the variable. Then that method is called set builder form. Okay? So these are the three methods, and you have to practice for conversion of each other. Each one to each other. See how? Suppose that see, this is the roster form. You have to convert it into set builder form. How to write in set builder form? We will take one variable, then we put the symbol such that. Then after we will write the property of this symbol. And how to find the property? To find the property you will see these numbers. So check what are these numbers. These numbers are the prime numbers less than 20. X is a prime number less than 20. See one more example. Suppose that you have been given this. Okay, so what is this? Again you write in the set builder form. How to write it into set builder form? X such that. Now what is X? If you watch carefully, all these numbers are the factors of 12. X is a factor of 12. That means by watching these elements, you have to find the rule or pattern followed by these numbers, and that you will write here. See one more. Now see these numbers. You have to write it into set builder form. So how you will write? You will take one variable, then you will put symbol. Then after you will write the property. So what are these numbers? See, these are the multiples of 6. All these are multiples of 6 because every number is divided by 6. 6 into 1 is 6, 6 into 2 is 12, 6 into 3 is 18, 6 into 4, 6 into 5 and so on. So you can write x is equal to 6n. Multiple of 6 will be written in this form. 6 into n, where n is natural number. Because table of 6 is starting from 6 into 1. 6 is multiplied by 1. And from 1 which number is started? The natural number. And how many natural numbers are there? 6 into 7 is 42. That means this value of n is from 1 to 7. So you can write it, it is less than 8. X is the variable where x is the multiple of 6, where this n is belonging to natural number and n is less than 8 also. Okay, now see. Now this you have to convert into roster form. Okay, x such that x is equal to 1 upon n and n is whole number and n is less than 8 also. Since n is less than 8 and n is whole number, therefore what will be the values of n? Whole number starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. These are the whole numbers less than 8. If these are the values of n, then what will be the value of x? 1 upon n means 1 upon 0, then 1 upon 1, then 1 upon 2, 1 upon 3, 1 upon 4, 1 upon 5, 1 upon 6, 1 upon 7. Is this understood? Because our number is 1 upon n. So 1 upon n, n value varies from 0 to 7. The value of n is starting from 0 and going till 7. So what will be the roster form? 1 upon 0, 1 upon 1 can be written as only 1. This will be 1 upon 2, 1 upon 3, 1 upon 4, 1 upon 5, 1 upon 6 and 1 upon 7. Okay. Now suppose that you have to write the cardinal number of this set. Then cardinal number means number of elements. So count how many elements are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So cardinal number is 8. Similarly here, what will be the cardinal number? Cardinal number is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Counts the element, that will be the cardinal number. Cardinal number is represented by n also. N is the cardinal number. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here the cardinal number is 6. What is the cardinal number here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here cardinal number is 7. Understood? Note down these questions. Now we will do the practice of subsets and proper subsets. Suppose that one set is given to you here and you have to write its subsets. So have you remember how to write the subsets? First you will write the empty set, then you will take one element of each. If you take one element, then set will be this one, then taking 3 and taking 5. If you take one element of each and making a new set, then these will be your sets. Now take two elements, 1, 3, 1, 5 and 3, 5. Okay, understood? First you will take empty set, then one element we will take and make a different sets. Then we will take two elements. Now we will take 3 elements, 1, 3 and 5. So these are the subsets of this given set. Suppose you have not to make the subset, only you have to find the number of subsets. Then how you will do? The formula for number of subsets is 2 to the power n, where n is the cardinal number, means number of elements. See here, what is the number of elements? 1, 2, 3. That means 2 to the power 3. Say this one, that means 8. Check that your answer is correct or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When you have made the subset, that is also 8 in number. It means your this answer is correct. Okay. Now suppose one more set is given to you, A and B, and you have to make its proper subset. So how to make the proper subset? The process is same as making the subset, only the question set, the set which is present in the question, that will be absent in the proper subsets. So what is the method? First we will take the empty set, then we will take only one element. Now see, now there are two elements, so we will not take the two elements for making a new set. Only this will be our proper subsets. Okay, and if you have to find the number of proper subsets, then 2 to the power n minus 1. See here, what is the element? 1 and 2. There are two elements, so 2 to the power 2 minus 1. 2 to the power is 4, 4 minus 1, that is 3. See, number of proper subset is 3, here also 1, 2, 3. Suppose here you have to find the number of proper subsets, then two to the power 3 minus 1, this will be the method. Number of proper subsets, this is the formula. 2 to the power 3 is 8 minus 1, that is 7. See, if question set is absent here, then how many sets will remain? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means till here only this is the proper subsets. Understood? These will be called the proper subsets. Okay? Now we will learn the symbols union and intersection and minus. So see how to do. Suppose one set A is given, which is the element 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Element B is 2, 4 and 6. Okay, and one universal set is given to you, which is the first 10 natural numbers. A universal set is given which has the natural numbers from 1 to 10. Two subsets have been given. Set A has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Set B has 2, 4, 6. Now, suppose you want to find the A union B. So first you will write the elements of A, then you will put the union symbol, then you will write the elements of B. Now union means collection of both. All the elements of A and B both. If you take all the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, only these will be taken. No element should be repeated. 2 is here, here both, but we will take only one time. With 1 to 5 continue we have taken. Now here 2 and 4 already we have written. Now 6 is remaining, so 6 will be written. Okay. How to find A intersection B? Write down all the elements of A, then put the symbol of intersection, and then elements of B. Intersection means common, which is present in both. So see, only 2 is present in both. Only 2 is present in both. So A intersection B is 2. Now suppose that you have to write A complement. This symbol is read complement. A complement means universal set minus A. Universal set minus A. So universal set is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Minus set A has 1 to 5. Now what is the meaning of minus? Universal minus A means those elements of universal set which are not present in A. That means from universal set we will leave those elements which are present in A and remaining we will write down 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. These are the remaining. These are not present in A, so this will be the A complement. See, what is the B complement? B complement means universal set minus B, And how to find it? Universal set is 1 to 10 minus B has only 2, 4, 6. Now what is the meaning of minus? From universal set we will leave those elements which are present in B. So leave those elements. 1 we are writing, 2 is there, so 2 will be left. 3, 4 is there, 4 will be left. 5, 6 is there, 6 will be left. Then 7, 8, 9 and 10. Understood? This is the meaning of minus. Suppose you have to write A minus B. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the elements of A minus 2, 4, 6. These are the elements of B. Now how to solve it? From A we will write only those elements which are not present in B. 1 is not present, 3 is not present and 5 is not present. So this will be your answer. Understood? Pause the video and note down these things. Okay, now see children. Cardinal number of A union B is equal to cardinal number of A plus cardinal number of B minus cardinal number of A intersection B. Cardinal number of A minus B is equal to cardinal number of A minus cardinal number of A intersection B. Cardinal number of B minus A is equal to cardinal number of B minus cardinal number of A intersection B. These three are the main formula. 3 shortcut formula I am giving to you so that after reading the question, if you can find these, if you can apply these, then your question will be very short. Cardinal number of A minus B is equal to cardinal number of A union B minus cardinal number of B. Cardinal number of B minus A is equal to cardinal number of A union B minus cardinal number of A. And cardinal number of A union B is equal to cardinal number of A minus B plus cardinal number of A intersection B plus cardinal number of B minus A. Suppose you are drawing Venn diagram. So remember, a set is always represented by a circle. A set is represented by a circle. 2 circle I have made, so this will be, one circle is denoting A, second circle is denoting B. Here children, this common portion, you can see this portion is present in both. So this common portion is called intersection. This is A intersection B. If from circle A we will cut this portion which is present in A, means if we take only this much, then this portion will be called A minus B. And from B if we leave those portion which is in A, then that remaining portion will be called B minus A. This portion is B minus A. In the Venn diagram, A minus B is this portion, this common portion is A union B, and this B is B minus A. And A union B is all the A union B. Suppose see, this is A and this is B. So this whole will be denoted by union. Okay? Union means all. Is this clear? Okay, now see. Suppose that cardinal number of A is 15, cardinal number of B is 18 and intersection of cardinal number of A intersection B is 7. Then how to find cardinal number of A union B? We know the formula. Cardinal number of A plus cardinal number of B minus cardinal number of A intersection B. Now put the values and calculate it. Okay? 15 plus 18 is 33. 33 minus 7 is 26. This will be your answer. Okay? For today this much is enough. In the next class we will revise something more. Okay? Bye bye.